When you teach your students academic content, you always follow up to make sure they understand and remember the material. It is just as important to revisit information you gather with your social-emotional learning strategies. Think of social-emotional learning as maintenance for your students. Each time you help your students identify and process their emotions, you remind them that you care about their self-awareness and interpersonal skills. Here are 3 tips for reaching out and making social-emotional learning really count for your students' development. 1. Listen and respond. Students will often share information with you in an SEL assignment just to vent and express their emotions. You can help them navigate their feelings in short, regularly scheduled conferences with each student. Between conferences, encourage them to reflect on their feelings and reactions by providing thoughtful feedback in writing. Rephrase their key ideas and ask productive questions. If a student shares their dismay about upsetting a classmate by accident, you might comment, "You mentioned that you said something to upset them. What did you say? Can we think of another way to handle similar situations in the future?" This kind of response makes students feel heard and allows them to reflect while giving you a point of reference for future student conferences. 2. Follow up with the assist. Most of the time, the best thing you can do for your students is simply listen and provide feedback. However, there are times when you could also offer healthy coping techniques, such as visualizing goals, making to-do lists, or practicing mindfulness to manage stress. For instance, if you have a student who gets easily overwhelmed by several tasks at once, you might talk about how checklists make you feel less overwhelmed when you have a lot of assignments to grade. When you empathize with a student, you acknowledge their worries while showing them that there are healthy, productive options for coping with those concerns. 3. Know when to reach out to other staff. Students might share personal information in their journals or SEL assignments. This is an act of trust, and they are confiding in you. Therefore, it is important not to share any of the information with classmates or other teachers. However, if you suspect the student is in physical or emotional danger, it is your legal obligation to tell your school's guidance counselor. Document the concern, the date of the conversation with the guidance counselor, and the outcome of the conversation. Together, you can keep a student safe and supported in a discreet and confidential manner. Your attention and timely, thoughtful response to social-emotional learning assignments will help you better understand your students. It also shows them that you have their best interests in mind, which works wonders for your rapport. So remember to follow up with your students as they learn to express, identify, and respond to their emotions. By doing this, you build a healthy classroom culture that is worth every minute of the feedback you give.